Hold on, wait a minute. Say something.
All right. Oops, shit.
Say what?
You can't hear? Oh, it's just that's the thing. Oh, shit.
I don't hear anything in the headphones.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hold on.
this.
Oh, it keeps
Shine
going in
can
and
fix
out.
it. Yeah.
Damn.
Can you fix the shine?
I don't hear it again either.
I just have to like tap it and shit. That's why I
Tap it
switched them
one more
last time.
Okay, I hear it now.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to, that's why I had to switch them. That's why I switched our headphones last time.
Gotcha.
Oh, let me take my glasses off before we get started. Keep forgetting I get that shine.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yo.
Okay, I
Yo,
can
yo,
hear.
yo. I hear myself.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah, it is good. That turns out you had to turn it up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
Turn me up in my headphones.
That's what I'm saying. Though. That mic picks up more, man. That mic picks up more. That's why I like that one better. This one is they're supposed to both be condensers, but this one seems dynamic. Dynamic means it goes this way. Condenser means it picks up everything.
Oh, thank you.
Why you fucking make it sound like a
Sorry, politically correct. We're not.
special needs?
We're not on the short bus.
Special needs.
On the spectrum.
Tone just outwoke us all.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, sorry,
All right.
recording.
Let me do another clap.
Welcome to the Cheap Show Podcast, where we review horror movies you can stream for free. It's me, Tony Frost. We got Steve here.
That's me.
And Jigga J is back
What up?
again for another episode. And Sean Stud is here again. That's 2 weeks in a row.
I know. I thought about going back to Turks and Caicos, but
I'm needed elsewhere, he said.
That's right. That's right. So he's here with us. And let's see. Today's movie is an 80s classic.
Classic.
Man. Like,
Yes.
Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself.
yeah,
You ain't
for
seen
real.
this
We're
one.
about to, we're talking about
1986's
1986's
Neon Maniacs,
Maniacs.
baby.
Yes.
Came out, I think it came out the same year as Jason Lives, right? No, that was at 88.
I don't know.
Friday 13 Part
I think
6.
Jason
Part
Lives
6.
is
Jason's Live is part
88.
5.
That's
Dude.
Part 6. Part 5
Part
is New
6
Beginning.
is
Part 5 is
yeah,
New
that's
Beginning.
right. That's right. That's
Part
right.
4 is Final
Part 5
Chapter.
is new.
Part 7 is The New Blood.
Part 5, worst one of all.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, so yeah, Neon Maniacs. We saw this one. Me and Tone watched this one with we was babysitting my little cousin Jessica back in like 1988, 89.
Yeah.
Shit, Jesse was like 2.
quick plug.
We watched this movie. Yeah, we watched
He
this.
had to plug Jessica.
No.
Plug and Jess.
Plug Jess.
I'm with the Jess.
Well,
Plug Jess.
what I want to plug was Saturday Nightmares on USA.
Oh,
Because when we
yeah.
saw it was Saturday Nightmares. USA used to do horror films every Saturday night. So anyway, we caught this one on there. This movie is just as 80s as it gets when it comes to slashers, man. It has all the things.
This movie was awesome. The
movie-
effects were really good in it.
Yeah,
too.
some pretty good practical
There's
effects.
some pretty
yeah.
good effects, man.
For the 80s, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
consider
those thriller effects.
yeah, they didn't have like Rick Baker or nobody. So like considering it wasn't a big movie, they had some pretty good practical effects.
It was
Yeah.
like a low budget George Romero type
Yeah.
stuff going
Yeah.
on.
And quite
Pretty good.
honestly, it was a lot of black people in this movie.
There was a lot of black people.
Yeah, they had 2 black cops.
Yeah, 2 black cops.
One of the black cops was the cop that pulls over fucking Cuba Gooding in Boyz N The Hood and
That's
tells him, I
right.
hate you little niggas. Little niggas, you
Oh,
ain't shit.
yeah,
he
that's
plays
right.
a cop in
Yeah,
this
he was a
movie
cop in
too.
this movie.
Yeah.
So shout out to that cop.
And he was an asshole cop in this movie.
Asshole
as well.
cop in this one too.
Yeah.
He plays the role.
Luckily, it
well.
was a little white girl he was talking to, so he didn't.
Right.
He
Yeah,
couldn't give
yeah.
it. He started working on his speech tag. That's his origin story. Was
Right.
this movie?
Right. So yeah, this movie was pretty decent. I mean, the storyline is as 80s as it gets.
I love that they don't explain
it.
anything.
Yeah, it don't really explain where these
And it's-
maniacs come from.
And there's always new characters.
Yeah, most of them were human.
There's like 50 new killers. Like every scene is like a new
Yeah.
killer that you haven't seen
It's like-
before.
yeah.
It's like a new
Oh,
version.
you thought we was done?
And all of them weren't
No.
human, which was really odd. Like they just
They had like 2 fish dinosaurs or some shit like that.
right.
Yeah, it is.
For
That's
some
right.
reason, one of them turns on one of the other Neon Maniacs.
Like out of nowhere, he just
just
turned
hooks 'em.
and
Worst
hooked
twist
one.
ever.
Like that was.
But it was the
ridiculous.
80s, man. It was a different time.
It's like a dinosaur with one eye. It's like a
Yeah.
cyclopsosaur.
It looked like a mutated penis.
Yeah, but then they had
Scales
they
on it.
did, and then
With
what,
scales on
what
it.
else
With
they have?
scales.
They had like
They had an
the
Indian.
cop. They had the Indian.
He had a tomahawk
They had
and a
the
vet. They had a war vet, the army,
the
the soldier.
doctor, the soldier.
The homophobic woman, hairy chest man, murdered druggie.
Homophobic
Wait a
woman.
minute, hold on. Who's
Doing
homophobic
sex.
woman?
You said a homophobic woman?
I'm just reading what they got.
That's
on here.
fucking great.
Which one was the
Wow.
homophobic
I
woman?
don't know.
That's hilarious. See,
Said-
even more of a reason for you to watch this.
Hold
fucking
on.
Yeah,
movie.
it
Said
doesn't make
hairy,
sense. Does
Hairy
not
chest
make
man.
sense.
Hairy chest man.
Yeah, we just called him Monkey Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the monkey
Always
man.
looking to fuck.
He was another one.
He was
Yeah,
looking-
he was another
looking for
maniac.
orifices the whole movie.
Yeah, running around with a diaper on.
yeah,
I
yeah.
told him, I was like, he's the scariest one to me. It's just a fucking hairy dude with a diaper running down the hallway. I'm afraid of whatever he's going to do to me because it's
Right.
not going to be
You,
great.
you don't want to be
Right.
The
locked in a room
killing
with
is
him.
not, yeah, he's going to keep me for a while. Like, I'm not worried about getting killed.
But yeah, and it looked like what's those dudes that made that song YMCA?
Oh, Village People.
The Village People.
Yeah, yeah.
Looked like there was a Village People.
Like if the
Like-
Village
like
People got mutated and decided to start murdering kids in San Francisco, they'd be Neon Maniacs.
Right. It was almost like they were like a bunch of like toxic Avenger kind of like.
Yeah, they never explain who they are.
Yeah.
Like they show like trading cards at the beginning with like all the pictures on it.
Right.
But
then
they
there was,
never
like,
explain where they came from.
There was way more of them than those trading cards.
Yeah,
They showed-
exactly.
They showed 12 of them at the beginning, and
Yeah.
there were at least like
Like I said, like
30 of
every
these
other
things.
scene, every other scene.
It's a
Oh,
different
look,
type.
another one.
Right.
Like, oh, here's the dinosaur. Oh, here's the caveman.
Yeah, here's Dick
here's
Man.
the doctor.
Right.
He's a homophobic woman.
You know,
Yo,
and,
man.
and
The
then,
angry soldier.
And then the dinosaurs, the lizards were like, just coming all over the place. They kept finding
Yeah, they kept they never explained the
they
goo.
never explained
Right, the
where this
goo,
goo was
yeah,
coming
yeah.
from.
Because I know they bleed it, but it's not like they were just bleeding all
Yeah,
around
like
town.
for no reason.
I think somebody
like,
they was
nobody
wanking.
was getting
Yeah.
licks off of them. Like, yeah, that was weird.
It was a lizard.
And the only
lizard
thing
problem.
that could kill him was water.
Neon wank.
Yeah. So, wait a minute, did this come out
Yeah,
before Gremlins then?
No, it was after.
Mm-hmm.
Gremlins is 84.
Ah,
It's
okay.
2 years after Gremlins. So look, here's the thing. It's one of those things like the movie Signs, right? With the
Oh
aliens.
god.
They come down to the planet, 75% death.
That was a
Right.
good movie.
Which one of these?
No, it
No, it
was
wasn't.
not.
It was good until they got to
That
the
was,
twist.
that was a good movie.
It was until they got to the twist.
Well,
Anyway.
okay, I agree with that.
But in this movie, your weakness is water. Why the fuck would you go to San Francisco Bay,
Right.
the Bay Area?
And they stayed
Bays and-
under the bridge or some shit, as close to the water as they
Bridge
could
is
get.
made
Right.
out of the bay's made out of water. The bridge is over water. You living right next to the water.
Right.
Right.
Why didn't you move to
And
Arizona?
it rains
That makes
there
sense.
all the time.
Should have gone. You think they'd have gone to Arizona? It's probably the same dude who's driving the train. One of them drives the train at one point and fucking overloads
Yeah,
it, so
he
it
ruined
stops
it.
and he's like fucking everything up. That's probably the same guy who planned for him to go there.
That's true.
They're like, that's our maniac. Dun, 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 dun. He not know.
Make good decisions.
Yeah, he's somebody nephew.
And they all seem to still have like some sort of wits about them. Like the doctor still
Just the
knew
doctor.
how to
The
fucking.
doctor's the only one actually.
Well, no, and the soldier too. Cause
The
he-
soldier
was
because
fucking
he busted
shooting
in
people.
and like
Yeah, with a
shot
machine
everybody.
gun,
No,
I
but
mean-
he loaded up, made sure
That's
it was
true.
full.
You didn't like
and-
stalk or nothing. No, he just kicked the door open and started
He
fucking
did.
spraying.
Yeah, I mean-
That's like I could do that. The doctor was like doing surgery. He gave
was-
this
yeah.
motherfucker ether.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor pulled out a heart.
Pulled his heart
Pulled
out.
his heart
Beating
out.
heart.
Yeah, had his scalpel, did surgery, emergency surgery on that police officer's neck, which didn't help the police officer at all. Quick, I need to cut an artery open.
He should have cut his eyebrows off, man. His eyebrows.
Oh, no, I'm not
No,
talking about.
that's the security guard.
Yeah, I'm not talking about
Security guard.
Barney. This is a guy in this movie that actually fucking looks like Barney Rubble. And I say
Yeah.
literally, like literally is meant to be used. He literally looks like across the street. No, he looks like Barney Rubble with Fred's eyebrows. And it's the security guard at the high school. He's sitting there, and you see him from the side. He looks like Hanna-Barbera drew his picture.
Exactly. And like any 80s
Just
horror
like him.
film, this was absolutely a teenage horror slasher film about kids in high school, which was great. None of the kids in high school looked like they were in high
There's
school.
all like 40. Yeah.
Right. Not a single one
you at least 30.
passed for a teenager. But still, all in all, like, whatever.
Yeah, movie's dope.
They look good though. They look good though.
Oh, that was a good looking
Nah,
cast.
they had a
yeah.
nice little.
Some fine women.
Yeah, that's some fine ones.
Fine women.
Absolutely.
And then all the kids, of course, were having sex, so they had to die.
There was some sex
Yeah.
scenes.
There's a lot of sex.
Well,
scenes.
then the one
Then,
dude that was the loser gets the hot chick, and then he hits it, right? Then
And then they smash in the middle of the
and
fight.
then
at
they
the end.
smash in the
They
middle of the
smash
fight.
in the middle of the crisis. So this is the best time
This
for
the
us
best
to,
time. Let's
to
slow
get it in.
down real quick.
He lays her
maybe
down on the
action right
floor
there.
and she's with it, and I'm like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
These guys are roaming the hallways trying to kill people. It's not the time to fuck."
Right.
And if you get horny in that situation, what kind of person are you?
Man. I
fuck
guess
is
they
wrong
had
with
to
these
blow off
people?
some steam. I don't
Fuck
know. They
that. What's wrong with
Well,
you?
unless they were sure they were going to die.
You want them
right.
people?
If we gonna die,
You know
let's
what,
get
y'all?
this out
They
the
like
way.
them people in that movie Crash. So they only get off when they get in car crashes and shit.
Oh, see, that might
That's these two is
now
like-
that might have messed them up for life if they stayed together.
Yeah.
You know, they can only have sex now if they in the middle of a crisis.
Guess what? What if it was the real origin story of natural born killers? Right? They could only fuck in killing situations.
That's right.
So they started killing
They
motherfuckers.
just start killing people.
Hey,
I be thinking.
I come up with things.
I got ideas. I'm smart.
I'm smart.
So yeah, this movie, it takes place in San Francisco. Anyone who lives in Los Angeles can tell that they shot it in fucking Los Angeles.
Oh man.
But they had plenty of San
Valley.
Francisco establishment shots. Yes, mostly the Valley. They shot part of it at Winchell's. Oh, it looked like, I think it was
it
on
looked
Pico.
like the one on Pico.
It was like
right.
86, so it probably was. Yeah, me and Tone lived out there, and it's funny. Like when you live out there, you look at movies different because all of them are shot in the Valley. You're
Absolutely.
Like, hey, I know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was watching Up in Smoke one day and realized they shot part of that shit right down the street from where I live by Henry's Tacos.
Right.
They had a Henry's Tacos. I was like, that's down the street.
Yeah. So
But,
you definitely noticed that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
Nice.
but yeah. So it was a good flick. Basically, I guess the story. Let me see if I can sum up the story. So these like mutated people show up.
And monsters.
Yeah, and monsters
and
show up
from
in
Who
town.
knows where they came from?
These teens are out making it in the park. You know, as every kid did in 1986. These monsters show up and kill them.
Out of nowhere.
Yep.
The police don't believe anything happened because there's no bodies. So instead of flooding the street with police and having a big police presence, increased police presence, they decided to just keep it under wraps.
Keep it under wraps.
For no
See,
reason.
Let's just see if people really come up missing
For
in
no
the
reason.
next couple days.
Yeah, let's see who else comes up missing. So then 2 of the cops get killed. And they still don't
they
increase police presence.
Still doesn't happen.
In the area the cops were killed in, which was the area the Neon Maniacs lived the whole time.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Didn't do anything about it.
Didn't stake out that area at all. No.
yeah. So then when the kids come tell him what happened, the guy laughs it off, but goes with them anyway.
And equips the whole
Dude,
police
he
force
ate
with
the whole story.
water guns.
He laughed it off and then took the biggest chance no cop would ever take. It was like these guys either didn't do shit or did too much.
Yeah.
It's always too much, too little, too late. But anyway, so these kids end up missing, and the rest of it is just working out who these things are. We never really find out what
never
they
find
are,
out
where they came from. But you know what? I'm so okay with that in horror films, man. I can't stand when motherfuckers over-explain and tell origin. I don't care about that shit.
We just want that. We just want the action, man.
It was,
real,
it was
dude.
good action in this movie too.
real.
It was
And they had a
pretty-
good setup too when they, you know, they put up posters of the costume dance. So right then and there, it's a
That-
costume
yeah.
dance. That's where the bloodbath is going to
That's
really
it,
happen.
and it
All these
happened.
kids going to
Yeah,
die.
yeah. As soon as
basically.
you see there's a costume party, you're like, yep, they all look like they have costumes on. This is going to end really well.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. For,
And it
for the
did.
viewer.
For the viewer, yeah,
Yes. Very satisfying movie.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Sean, this movie came out in '86. I don't think this went straight to like video.
I don't think now
Yeah.
VOD wasn't that big back then.
Yeah, how much did it make?
It probably made like $20,000 or something. But they always got a release. Like
Right.
in the 80s, it wasn't really no straight to video shit yet. It was like right before it, though. I think like 89, 90s when you started getting straight to video shit.
Yeah. So back, let's see,
It was
'86.
still expensive
It
in
had to be
86.
at the theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it didn't start getting cheaper until like the late 80s,
Right.
like
Right.
89, 90.
Sean, what you got for us over there?
Well, let's see here. So, this was also released as Evil Dead Warriors.
Oh, Evil Dead
called it Evil
Warriors,
Dead?
huh?
Ah.
That's great.
They were considered the Legion of the Damned.
Okay.
I'm trying to look and see. There's really not a lot of stuff on it. They say that they had production problems. That's why some of the characters look different after a while, because when they came back, they had to recast a lot of the people.
Get the fuck out of here.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it did look like it was two different monkey men.
Yeah.
See, I
Oh,
wasn't
Jack said that.
I
He's like
told
that.
you.
Is that two of them?
And the lizard monster too looked different, so we
Yeah.
thought it was two.
Yeah.
but it was
Well, no,
one.
there were two.
Oh, no, right.
There
Because
were
one
two.
Yeah, 'cause
was
they
the
was
fish
dragging-
and one was the lizard. Or
Yeah.
Something like
They
that.
was both dragging
They
people
both
at
was
the same
dragging
time.
people with the
Right,
hook.
right.
I don't know why the fuck he was dragging the Neon Maniac. Though.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
got
they-
to
That still
They
doesn't
never
make
explained it. Like
sense.
this
They
one, like they was in a
explained.
fight. Like
They didn't explain a lot.
they didn't explain
They didn't
shit.
explain what happened to them either. So
That
it should have been a sequel.
yeah, they probably cut that.
You know
shit
what,
out because he said it had production problems. How much money did they spend to make this?
You know, it
movie?
cost some money. Those practical effects wasn't cheap.
Let's see here.
It was kind of like The Fog, really.
Y'all love to pick these movies where nobody went to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing
Hey man, we like the B sides.
We like the D side.
Everyone needs to go see this movie. Everyone does need to go watch this movie. I mean,
Yeah, you definitely need to check this one out. It's on Tubi. Neon Maniacs is on Tubi.
So I guess there's no info on it because we do pick some obscure shit. But it's
Oh, the
always
sound- by the
good.
way,
we don't
it
fuck
looks
around.
The soundtrack to this got re-released on record. They got it at one of the record stores on my house. Got the
By
soundtrack to
the
this shit.
looks
That-
of it,
I think I'm gonna
like
copy
it
it.
did about $3 million at the box office.
That's
that's
huge.
pretty good for back in '86.
Yeah.
Because they probably spent about $1 million.
You know,
Maybe.
So
Barely.
Yeah, 'cause I'm thinking about the practical effects.
Right.
So they probably less than $1 million. So it's not bad.
I think it was. Yeah, it looks like they did some pretty good numbers back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't complain about that type of money.
No,
Yeah, right?
Right.
Not
'cause
today.
Like I said, they had to spend less than $1 million. But even if they spent $1 million, that's 3 times what you
Yeah,
spent.
they made money.
It
on
wasn't more than
Yeah.
$1 million.
So if you haven't heard of it, go check it out. We've seen it,
Yep.
and we only talk about good shit on here, really. So
Sometimes we will clown some.
yeah, maybe
We
once in
clown
a
the
while
shit out of the Creep.
we did clown that one.
Yeah.
So go
watch
listen
that
to
anyway.
that
though.
one.
Yeah,
The
watch that.
Creep
Look at that
episode.
episode. But yeah, this was on Tubi.
Yeah, this is awesome. So you got different maniacs, different powers. You got good special effects. They had one of them had like these electric hands.
That's right.
That's right.
That was the
He's
YMCA
shocking
one.
people, and he's like smashing the dude's
He's a
head
cop.
and frying them.
That's
It's a
right.
cop, no, biker. It's a biker.
The biker.
biker.
The biker
Yeah,
had
he
It
like
looked like
electricity.
Maniac Cop.
Yeah.
That's right. The biker looked like Maniac.
Yeah, so he's out there shocking people, and you got dudes throwing tomahawks for the Indian dude. Check it out, man.
Yeah, it's all the stereotypes. It's beautiful.
Every stereotype
I'm glad-
had a mutant.
You know what though,
Had a
man? I'm
mutant
glad they
maniac.
didn't have no like African one with a
There
fucking bone in his
wasn't. There
nose,
wasn't
dude.
a black.
So
one
props to them for not doing that.
for
'Cause they
not
could have done
doing
that shit.
They did the Indian.
Well, I was about to say,
Indian.
that's the same thing as doing the Indian
Right.
almost, right?
Well,
I mean, different.
Native
but what
No,
they're
no doubt.
doing,
Yeah, it's a samurai, all of them.
Right, they got the
I'm just
samurai.
glad they put a nigga in there because that one would have been horrible.
yeah, it would not.
The
have
black
looked
one's just
good.
there's no good way that
He'd have
people
been
make
ashy and shit.
right. It's like you can make like an Indian look like a regular Native American,
right.
But the fucking black stereotype always got big ass pink lips and a
Man.
bone in his nose. Like nigga, you know how many
They
countries
would've
in
put a
Africa?
bone
He
in
definitely
his
would have had a
Right?
bone in his nose.
would've had
Right?
a bone.
I'm like, you know how many
Definitely would.
countries in Africa or lip plates? That's all motherfuckers think of. He wouldn't have no kente cloth or like a dashiki or nothing. He'd be walking around with no shirt and a fucking grass skirt and a bone in his nose.
Well, the director was a pretty good director.
he
There
was. I'm
a
glad
lot
he
of
didn't do
black
that.
people
I'm
in
glad
this
he didn't do
movie.
that.
Yeah.
And none of them were Neon Maniacs. So
None of them
Yeah.
were shot.
And
Who
they-
directed this anyway?
This was directed by Jerry McGuire. I'm sorry,
Jerry Maguire.
Joseph Mangini.
Show me the money.
Wait, I know him.
How you
Joseph
spell that?
Mangini.
Mangine.
I feel like he did something else that we know.
He did
That sounds familiar.
Alligator.
Okay,
That
that's
was
Chicago.
good.
That took place in
Cap-
Chicago.
Yeah, that was
Captain
good.
Lust.
Ooh, I want to watch that one.
Yeah,
Captain Lust sounds promising.
Smoking Flesh. It sounds like he did.
That sounds promising.
I don't know.
Well, they're art house films. He did some art house films.
Some other kind of
He
film.
does adult documentaries and art house films.
Right.
He did some. Oh, he was the cinematographer on 42 episodes of Swamp Thing.
Oh, that was a dope
that
series.
was a real good
That was a dope
series.
series, yeah.
Told you I had good effects. That was a good series.
Yeah, that's a
So-
dope series.
And I think everything else, he's director, photographer, Van Nuys Boulevard,
I never saw
I
that.
don't know what that is.
No.
Dreamland.
I heard of
Dreamland.
It
Dreamland.
seems like
The old
this
man
must
worked
be his
on that one.
first movie
Oh.
that he directed, because most of everything else, he's the cinematographer or director of photography.
Oh, so he's a DP.
Yes.
Okay.
Not Donkey Punch. Or
Or the other DP.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
No, not that one either. Director of photography.
But speaking of all the black people in the movie, man, remember how they hung out Old Boy
I ain't gonna lie,
Drive?
man. I thought you was gonna say, speaking of DPs,
Speaking of all the black people in the movie, though,
Who they hang out to dry? Oh, the
So
nigga.
the one scene where
He made it, though. He made it to the end, though.
Where all the parents are mad and they
Right.
finally go to the police station and they're like, "We're mad as hell. My daughter's
Right.
missing. My son's missing." Of course, that's the one time they put the black man up front
Yeah.
so he can calm
Get
down
your
the
black
crowd.
ass out there,
So they
Jamal.
can blame everything on him. You know, he didn't investigate.
Come on,
correctly.
Leon.
We're sorry,
Right.
people. You know.
Yeah, we're working on it. Calm down.
Go do your job,
How you gonna
Tyrone.
tell some
Leroy-
people who
Leroy
kids is
Jones
missing
here.
to calm down?
They was tired
Just
of calming
blame
down.
Leroy Jones here. You know,
Leroy
it's all his fault.
Jones.
Yeah.
You know, him and Action Jackson, they didn't get the job.
Officer.
So, you know,
This is
we'll
Officer
go down
Leroy.
there with our fire trucks and we'll take care of this now. We're so sorry we missed this. So,
This is Officer Leroy. He'll answer all your questions.
Ray,
Basically.
Ray,
Ray,
Ray, and them.
they put
Get
Ray
over
Ray-
here, Ray, and them.
They wasn't,
Come
they
on
wasn't
over
doing
here.
it. You know, we're gonna
Officer
fire
Ray
them.
Ray.
That's true. That's right.
Ray.
They threw
And
him right out
Officer
in the
in
middle.
them.
Yeah. So yeah, that movie was pretty good and comical.
Very
Yeah,
enjoyable.
it's a good flick, man. Check
Very
it out.
enjoyable.
Check it out. It holds up well.
Yeah, Sean, you got anything else?
I really got nothing. I mean, this movie came out around a time when there was quite a few hits in 1986, so that's could
Oh,
be a reason
I got
why.
something else.
What came out? What else came out in '86?
Well, the number one movie in 1986 was Top Gun.
Oh,
I thought,
that
I
did.
thought that was 87.
Well,
Damn,
did
okay.
Then we had Crocodile Dundee,
Oh, shit,
wow.
that was a big
Some
one.
heavy hitters.
Karate Kid Part 2,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
In Japan.
To School,
Oh, that was
Oh,
my
man.
shit, dude. That was a movie.
Bueller's Day Off.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that was that year too.
And
yeah.
they still
Psycho
made
3.
$3
Psycho 3
million.
came out that year, I think.
I mean, you had tons of movie. I mean, so it's hard to say. It's kind of easy to see why it didn't make a lot of money. When you're competing with like Sylvester Stallone and
It was a
Cobra,
blockbuster.
Yeah.
Cobra was that year?
Cobra
Heartbreak
was
Ridge.
Cobra was a
that
shit.
year.
So was Heart.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. 86 is a fucking great year for
Yeah.
movies,
I
apparently.
So that makes $3 million even better than going
going
against
against all of that.
Shit, Top Gun alone.
Yo, man, that did serious money.
Ferris Bueller alone.
No, but I mean, as far as money, Top Gun is like
Oh
Man.
yeah.
Wait a minute, did Ferris
money
Bueller make a lot
maker.
of money?
I mean, they all made money,
They
but they
did.
didn't make
They
Top
made
Gun
Top
money. They didn't
Gun
make Top
money.
Gun money.
Really? Okay.
No
Take my
way.
breath away. That fucking horrible song. that was in there.
Ferris Bueller did.
I shouldn't say that. That song
Ferris
wasn't terrible.
Bueller
I
did
just didn't like
$70
it.
million worldwide that year.
Uh-huh.
Top Gun did $176
Of course.
million that year.
106 million extra, dude.
Damn, $70 million is fucking a lot.
That's
though.
no
That
joke.
is
That's no joke.
86.
That's probably number
That's
two.
It's
ridiculous.
no joke. It's no
For that-
joke.
for that
Back to
year.
School made some bread, but
Yeah.
Top Gun like blew everything out of the water, dog.
I don't think Back to School
Absolutely.
probably
That's
made
like
it.
any year Indiana Jones come out, it's probably like the biggest. Back then, it would be like the biggest movie of the
Oh
year.
yeah. Probably like 160, 180 million.
So for a horror film in the '80s, when it was still kind of a new thing, like the slasher part of it, anyway, gore slasher shit,
Yeah, people-
did pretty well.
It did.
Was pretty good.
Yeah, and it was around the time. Oh, excuse me. It was around the time where you were getting more movies like this, where they were starting to take chances on horror because Nightmare on Elm Street started doing really well.
Right.
Yep.
Friday the 13th was doing great, and
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street after part 3 just started kicking ass. So they were like, okay, cool. Well, and then later on they brought back Halloween, obviously, but shit like that, they're just like franchises and now, but they were just tent poles. They were just movies we liked back then.
Right.
But once those movies started, catching on like that, they started taking chances on stuff like this. And I'm glad they did. 'Cause
Yeah, it
it's
was a
dope.
good movie. It was a good movie.
And I had never seen it before, so I'm glad y'all made me watch it.
Yeah.
38 years later.
Right. Hey, that's what movies are for, man.
That's right.
They always live. You can
That's
always
right.
still watch them.
That's
But
right.
if they would be so kind as to remaster this movie, that would be great.
Man, I want to see them fucking remake it. This is a remake I would be down to watch.
Yeah, they could remake this.
But it got to
movie.
take place in 1986.
It has to still be based in the 80s.
Got to be 86.
They could remake it. They could make a sequel because it ended pretty open. I think
Yeah. Maniacs is still at large.
they still large.
Could-
Oh, yeah, it's like The Fog. It is just like The Fog.
Yep.
Somebody comes in and fucking gets murked.
Yeah.
Boom.
And they
Fade
never,
to black.
And they never even explained to us where they even came from.
What they are, they
just
don't
wake
explain
up,
shit,
They
dude.
didn't explain. They just started
Like at least in
doing
the,
shit.
because at least in The Fog they tell you where they came from,
Right.
what they're looking for.
Right.
This was like, well, got a bunch of guys. There's probably some other ones out there somewhere. They all live under the bridge.
Right.
First, it was like 80 of them. They all
Right.
fit in that fucking garage they live in. I don't know what.
But
they
you
do
know
during
what
the
it
day.
was too, though, that truck that was in the garage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you open those doors, it was another dimension.
Oh, that
So
makes
you
sense.
open the doors
makes
and there was a
sense.
bunch of lights. So
That man
I'm
strikes, they pull
might
him out,
be
so
from
yeah.
another
That could
dimension.
be.
They could be.
They gotta be.
But
I mean,
who
look at
fucking
them.
knows?
Fuck, you don't get nothing like that
Right.
on this side of the veil.
Right.
they leave it open so you can just make your own story.
You can,
Yeah.
who knows what was in there?
It's like rappers giving you the instrumental so you can freestyle over it.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it was just, they pull you in a van and switch you over or something.
Maybe they pull you in the van and
They were aliens.
have their way with
and
you.
That's where the ship landed. Who fucking knows? But
Or maybe they just got hit with the Ninja Turtle ooze and they just turned people into different types of monsters.
Maybe they're interdimensional perverts.
Well, the monkey man is
the
definitely
monkey,
a pervert.
they
They're just
running
looking
around.
for holes.
Dude was
Holes.
wearing a diaper.
Holes. Holes.
Are you saying holes or hose? 'Cause
Holes.
I thought you was ludicrous for a second.
No, holes. He doesn't discriminate. He just wants holes.
He just wants
any
orifice.
Yeah, any orifice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Tree, car,
Some in the ground.
ground,
Grave.
Tailpipe,
tailpipe,
Banana.
gas,
Ears.
gas pipe,
Ears.
ears, any hole you can get.
Oh man.
But yeah, all right. So check that one out, y'all. Guess that's about it for this one.
That's it for this week.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, Cheap Show, and watching
Thanks,
on
guys.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Thanks.
check out Neon Maniacs on Tubi.
Yeah.
Later.
We out.